In the early 2000s, the world of animated films was dominated by the likes of Disney, known for its princess tales and musical magic. Then came a fresh, irreverent, and surprisingly heartfelt movie that would shake up the genre. Shrek. Released in 2001 by DreamWorks Animation, Shrek broke the mold by blending traditional fairy tale elements with modern humor and a message about accepting oneself, appealing to both kids and adults. The story begins in a lonely swamp, home to Shrek, a large green ogre who values his privacy and solitude above all else. Shrek enjoys living far from society's judgmental eyes, where he can be himself without worrying about what others think. However, his peaceful life is abruptly disturbed when a flood of fairy tale creatures suddenly invade his swamp. These creatures, talking animals, dwarfs, witches, and more, have been forcibly exiled from the nearby kingdom by the power-hungry ruler, Lord Farquaad. Angry that his home has been taken over, Shrek sets out to confront Lord Farquaad, determined to reclaim his swamp and send the intruders away. On his journey, Shrek encounters Donkey, a fast-talking, overly friendly, and persistent companion who refuses to leave Shrek's side. Donkey's relentless optimism and humor gradually chip away at Shrek's gruff exterior, sparking an unlikely friendship. To get his swamp back, Shrek strikes a deal with Farquaad. He will rescue Princess Fiona, who is locked away in a dragon-guarded castle, and bring her to Farquaad so he can marry her and become king. Shrek reluctantly agrees, and the quest to save Fiona begins. The journey is full of adventure and humor. Shrek and Donkey face the fearsome dragon, navigate tricky terrain, and learn more about each other along the way. Meanwhile, Princess Fiona herself is not the typical damsel in distress. Trapped in her tower, she's skilled in martial arts and possesses a fiery spirit. As the story unfolds, it is revealed that Fiona carries a secret curse. By night, she transforms into an ogre. This twist challenges the traditional fairy tale idea of beauty and perfection. When Shrek and Fiona finally meet, their connection grows deeper than either expected. They bond over their shared feelings of being outsiders, hiding their true selves from the world. Donkey's presence adds comic relief, but also moments of warmth, showing the power of friendship. Back in the kingdom, Lord Farquaad is portrayed as a comically ruthless villain obsessed with appearances and power. He desires to marry Fiona not for love, but to legitimize his rule and cleanse the kingdom of all undesirables, including the fairy tale creatures. His hypocrisy and cruelty make him the perfect foil to Shrek's authenticity and heart. The film cleverly parodies and subverts well-known fairy tales and Disney tropes, mixing classic characters like Pinocchio, the Three Little Pigs, and the Big Bad Wolf, with modern pop culture references and jokes. This layering of humor makes Shrek enjoyable for children and adults alike, setting a new standard for animated storytelling. The voice acting is another highlight. Mike Myers voices Shrek, famously deciding to give the character a Scottish accent after initial recordings. Eddie Murphy's energetic and charismatic Donkey stole the show with his rapid-fire jokes and infectious enthusiasm. Cameron Diaz brought Princess Fiona to life with a blend of strength, vulnerability, and humor. Their performances gave depth and personality to characters that could have easily fallen into stereotypes. Technologically, Shrek was a milestone. DreamWorks invested heavily in computer-generated imagery, CGI, creating detailed textures for skin, mud, and foliage. The animation captured subtle facial expressions and emotions, bringing the characters to life in a way that felt fresh and real. The vibrant and varied settings, from the dark swamp to the towering castle, immersed viewers in this fairy tale world. Upon release, Shrek was an unexpected blockbuster. Audiences loved its irreverent tone and heartwarming story. Critics praised its clever writing, memorable characters, and willingness to break conventions. The film won the first ever Academy Award for Best Animated Feature in 2002, cementing its status as a landmark in animation history. Shrek's success led to several sequels, each expanding the story and introducing new characters while maintaining the original's humor and charm. Spin-offs like Puss in Boots explored beloved side characters, and a Broadway musical adaptation brought the tale to the stage, further showcasing its cultural impact. But at its core, Shrek remains a story about acceptance and friendship. It teaches that beauty isn't just skin deep, and that embracing one's true self is the key to happiness. Shrek's journey from a grumpy, isolated ogre to a hero who finds love and friendship resonates universally, making it a timeless tale. Over 2 decades later, Shrek's influence continues. Its blend of satire, warmth, and creativity helped pave the way for animated movies to be taken seriously by all audiences. And for many, the story of the green ogre who challenged the norms and found his place in the world remains as magical as ever.